Thank you, folks, for coming. We are back in conference. We planned an hour here, and we probably will use an hour. And then if we have to come back this afternoon, I know the Senate's got a full agenda. I think the House was going to be tied up all day on some interesting things. But, Mr. Chairman, thank you. Are we waiting for your ranking member?
I know she's in the building.
Okay.
I don't know where she's at.
The House is... You could sit at any committee. You were my mentor. When I came to the House and he told me when I needed to push my button, he's sitting right beside of me. And I think I've learned a little bit in those 9 years, but it was always very comforting to know that you were beside of me. And we got to be good friends. And his lovely bride, Mary, got to see her last night, and April, my wife, got to see her at the. My wife was thrilled that she came back. But we'll wait just a minute here, as the House is accustomed to waiting for the Senate.
Senate.
That's because you're on Senate time. No. We're in conference committee. I gave my dispensation. Good morning, Connie and Connie. What will we do without them? All right, last time we were here, I'm pulling out my draft. I tried to offer 2 conference committees, and the Senate, in its decision, chose not to do that. So it may mean that we have a couple of empty vehicles that I'm sure that we can find something use for. Senator Hildebrand and I could probably think of something. But anyways, so I have a balloon amendment I think has been passed out. Trying to work in the, trying to protect everybody, and because the House did not have a hearing on the 30%, and we have a number of members on our side, and I'm probably on your side, that is concerned about losing that 30%. I have talked to their representatives of their organizations, and we would like to offer a proposal, not necessarily being the final proposal, but it is a proposal to consider, and that we take the 30% and we reduce it over 3 years, 10% a year, with a clarification that next year the House would have a hearing on this issue to see what impact it would have on the vineyards. And also our goal is to preserve, for the folks that grow grapes, their agricultural status. I think Debbie Beaver sent a letter to that effect, and I think all members have had that. And as long as they grow grapes, it should not affect their status. But we would be, our side would be willing to accept this, but we would not accept the state fair portion of it, because the House has not seen that at all. So with that offer, I will give you an opportunity to visit with your members. You can stay here and we can go outside, or
You get to go outside all the time.
okay, you get to go outside. Would you go? We'll just stand in recess until the Senate comes back.
Chairman, um, there was some questions yesterday on the state fair deal that probably weren't answered until we got a hold of Senator Berger. I think you each of them have what that is. We do. And this is no different than what's done in Riverfest and anywhere else in the Wichita area. Same thing. You just have to have a wristband. You have to have a cup that's marked. But we will accept that position that is not included in this. One thing we thought about, though, is you haven't had a hearing yet on it.
I can assure you, next year we will.
So we will accept your position on that, provided that we take it up next year.
Agreed.
Okay. And then on the proposal for the 10-10-10-10,
The step down.
you're also going to hear that next year, are you not?
I hope to, yes.
Okay.
That is my,
So,
if we're both here.
yes. Well, we have a sentence till the 24th.
No, at our age is what I'm talking about.
Man! Thank you. So, since we're having a hearing next year, let's just change this to 15 and 15, and we'll take the issue up on July 1st, 2023.
This time I need to step outside. We'll let the Senate rest.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, we have discussed it. My vice chair would like to make it.
So we'd like to counter your counter. And the 15, so July 1st of 2021, go down to 15. And then of January 2023, go down to 0. So it gives us a year and a half at 15 to go, and we have a whole legislative session to review it and hopefully get it fixed if it needs to be, or it can stay the same.
Anybody in the audience, tell me when the growing season is for grapes. And so you harvest them in September timeframe then?
Yeah, harvest September, October. And what my side is concerned about is that we would have a full cycle of the legislative session to either, and get a bill to, and make an effective date if we wanted to change it to January. So it's only a 6 months, but if you look at the time frame, it kind of works. You know, we're going to do the 15% and then give us the following, an additional 6 months to, because the harvest is out there. It's not harvested until September. Usually then it goes into production, and that takes a month or so, so it would probably be January of that time. And that's that. Yeah. Then you get the new wine tasting. So we think that that's, just looking at the logistics of it, that may be the best. But we can give you some time on that. We'll be glad to step out.
If you would,
Yes.
give us the dates of the.
Effective dates
Effective dates.
would be July 1 of 2021 this year. That would go down to 15. And then January 23. That would give our 22 year next year an opportunity to have hearings on it.
And it would go down to 0.
Go to 0. January 2023. But that way the harvest is done, and it gives them a little extra time to kind of figure out what they want to do. But also, I want to put on the record that this should not affect any agricultural status that the vineyards presently have in the state of Kansas. They would still be entitled, it is our intention that they would still be entitled to any agricultural loans or any tax benefits that are presently in existence in Kansas law. And with that, I'm going to look at my revisor. Jason?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Is what I said correct? It would not affect, if we do this in this manner, it should not affect, or Debbie, maybe you're a better person on that, whichever. Debbie Beavers? Are you muted? Oh, go ahead, please.
I am not aware of anything that it would affect as far as any agricultural benefits by making this change. I would also defer to the revisor.
Thank you. Then I'll go to Jason then. Jason?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I don't think a change in this statute would impact any agricultural benefits as an agricultural product producer, as long as they continue to be an agricultural product producer, as long as they continue in their agricultural business. I would think the benefits would still extend to them. I don't know of any that are conditioned on a statutory provision like this.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Chairman?
With that explanation, I will look to this team over here. They said, okay, we will accept that.
Then Jason, would we put all of these bills that we've agreed upon in 2137?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I believe that would be the appropriate vehicle.
And the House will assure the Senate that we will have a hearing next year on the, we would like to have a hearing. Unfortunately, we didn't get that opportunity this year because we think, and we would like to help the state fair, especially the state general fund, relieve them of some funds. So that is our intention. And we will have a hearing and give the opportunity for the vineyards next year to come in and voice their opinion about the percentages and stuff. But with that, if we're in agreement, go ahead,
Mr.
Jason.
Chairman,
Yes.
just one more point. Are you keeping the effective date of 21/37 of publication in the Kansas Register for all of these provisions?
Isn't that the quickest way to do this?
It would put the law into effect the soonest, yes.
Then I see no objection on my side. Senator, you have no objections? No, that would be good. Would you be able to have the conference committee report sometime today?
Yes, it should be ready for signatures later today.
Okay, the Senate will go first, the House bill, and then we will look forward to taking it up on the floor of the House. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. We are adjourned.